Who gives this woman in matrimony?
Her father, her sister, and myself.
Beloved, we are gathered here today in the sight of all to witness and celebrate the marriage of Tanya and Stephen. This is not the beginning of a new relationship, and they're not boyfriend and girlfriend anymore. That ends today. This is an acknowledgement and declaration of the next chapter in their lives together. Tanya and Stephen have spent years getting to know each other, and we now bear witness to what their relationship has become. Today, they will affirm this bond formally and publicly. Today, Tanya and Stephen mark the end of their dating relationship and begin the official, lifelong journey as a wedded couple. Not only celebrating the love between themselves, but also celebrating the love between all of us, including the love of their parents, their siblings, their extended family, and best friends. Without that love, today would be far less joyous. Many say what marriage is a 50-50 partnership.
You all hear me back there?
Well, that's true in some respects. It's not always the case in practice. That percentage is a matter of always having each other's back. And have that person's back to the best of your abilities. Some days, Tanya may come home from work tired and at only 30%. And out of his love and dedication, Steve will be 70%. Some days, Steve will be tired and only at 30%. And Tanya will pick up the other 70%. That's what the marriage entails. That love steps up, has the other person's back, and makes the marriage 100%. And now, even though I'm honored to be the one speaking here and so glad they chose me, Stephen and Tanya have something to say as well.
5 years ago, my friends and I drove into the city for a UFC event. I expected a night of beers, overpriced food, and watching two dudes knock their childhood memories out of each other's heads. What I didn't expect was to meet the woman that would become my wife. The smell of Little Caesar's pizza just hits a little different now. We started dating shortly after, bonding over a mutual love of cats and IPAs. Soon after that, you moved in, just in time for a worldwide pandemic. I figured if we could make it through that, we could make it through anything. And that marriage would be a walk in the park. I love your adventurous spirit, Tanya. It's taken us so many places, but there's one I'll never forget. Walking back to our hotel, crossing the Frankenmuth Bridge, watching you walk into the snow, and realizing that this would be where I asked you to marry me. Every day has been a journey for you and I leading up to this moment. Through the good days and bad, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather spend it with. You've always been there for me, and I will always be there for you. You have made me a better man. Despite my crazy hobbies and wanderlust, you've always been ready to jump in head first with me. And I love you today and for the rest of our lives.
See what I said about having you back?
I'm sorry I was late. Okay. Steve, I'm still in awe that we're standing here 1.3 miles away from where we met. I Google mapped it. We're getting married. I am so in love with you, and I think every day how lucky I am to say that. You make me laugh, you make me think, and you make me happy. I'm the person I am today because you helped me believe in myself. You are the most loving, clever, kind individual I have ever known. And not only do I promise that my love for you will continue to grow each day, but I promise to be your friend and partner through every step. I trust, appreciate, cherish, and respect you, and I promise to always be in your corner. Corner. Get it? We met at a UFC fight. Everyone always says they're marrying their best friend, and I'm here to say it again. Steve, you truly are my best friend. And in our 5 years together, we've had so many incredible adventures, and today is the start of our best one yet. I love you forever.
Do you, Stephen, take Tanya to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, in good times and challenges, for richer, for poorer, keeping yourself under her for as long as you both shall live?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Do you, Tanya, take Stephen to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, in good times and challenges, for richer, for poorer, keeping yourself unto him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And now the rings. Oh, no. Got it. There we go. The ring is an unbroken circle with ends that have been joined together, and it represents your union. It is a symbol of infinity and of your infinite love. When you look at the rings on your hands, be reminded of this moment, your commitment, and the love you now feel for each other. Every time you look at that ring, remember this day. Stephen, place the ring on Tanya's finger and repeat after me. Tanya,
Tanya,
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love with the pledge
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love with a pledge
to love you today,
to love you today,
to love you tomorrow,
to love you tomorrow,
and to love you always
and to love you always
and forever,
and forever,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
Now, Tanya, if you place the ring on Steve's finger. It's water weight. It's full moon, you know. Stephen,
Stephen,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
with this pledge
with this pledge
to love you today,
to love you today,
to love you tomorrow,
to love you tomorrow,
and to love you always
and to love you always
and forever,
and forever,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
Before these witnesses, you have pledged to be joined in marriage. You have now sealed this pledge with your wedding rings. By the authority vested in me as Emperor Blur, I now pronounce you man and wife. What has been brought together on this day, may it last forever. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor and pleasure to introduce to you for the first time a married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Stephen and Tanya. You may kiss the bride.
We did it.
We did it. We made it. And we're going out. We're walking this way.
One more kiss. John said one more kiss.
We did it. We should go party.
For the first time in the history of the world, Mr. and Mrs. Monaco. At this moment in time, the bride and groom are going to share their first dance.